Here's what you need to know. Things are looking pretty good as we head into the evening hours, but big time changes are in store for the valley as we head into the evening. Here is a look at our temperatures region wide. It's 32 in Thief River Falls. Here's the zero line where you see the the freezing line. 37 in Jamestown and near 40 for you in the Aberdeen area and along the South Dakota border near Sisseton. Now it's from the south that we have a batch of moisture developing. We do have some rain in spots and radar's picking up some snow at cloud level. I've looked around at DOT cameras. I don't see a lot reaching the ground yet, but suffice it to say, there are some changes in the offing down to the south. Now, where you see these deeper colors, it probably would not take too long to see some flakes make their way down through the lower atmosphere. But because temperatures are in the 40s, I have a good hunch that much of this may be actually hitting the ground as drizzle drops or raindrops as opposed to snowflakes. Temperatures warm enough for some rain in Fairmount and down near Hankinson right now. And here is a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for this evening. The shower chances move up from the south and the chances increase as we approach the midnight hour. So here we go. Chance along the I-94 corridor after 10 o'clock tonight. Down to the south, we're going to have gray skies, soupy conditions, maybe even some fog establishing itself in your areas. Up to the north, we cool quickly into the teens by bedtime tonight. Then as we go through the early overnight hours after midnight, here I've paused it at 1, this will be a quick shot of light snow here in the southern valley, but the chance for this is going to be greater up to the north. Now here in our southern counties, anywhere down to the south near the South Dakota border could have mist, fog, and maybe even some freezing fog, even though temperatures will be close to that freezing place. So be careful out there. There could be some slippery roads developing in the early overnight. As we go through the overnight hours, notice most of the snow kind of ramps over us and gets slopped up to the north as the warm air builds in. So by daybreak, there'll be some accumulation of snow on the ground, an inch or two in many spots up there north of Interstate 94, north of Highway 200. Down to the south, I think we'll still have that low clouds, fog, mist, and drizzle kind of start to our day. So give yourself extra time to make that morning drive. Heading towards midday, the snow begins to dry up, but the skies still will be gray as temperatures will climb to near 35 to 40 in the south. Hit and miss drizzle drops throughout the day. It's in the afternoon. Our wind becomes northerly and more noticeable, and that's going to tug down some mighty cold air. So through Wednesday, we'll have a chance for an inch or two of snow. Take a look at this. Isolated spots near the border and maybe even out toward the Devil's Lake Basin have a shot at up to 3 inches of snow. Here in Fargo, I think we get a trace to a couple of tenths. We'll have some mist and drizzle on top of it. So there's snowflakes on your hour-by-hour forecast for Fargo. Temperatures in the low 30s in the morning, ramping up in through the mid-30s through the afternoon, spending a brief stint in the upper 30s, and then quiet for much of the evening hours, but not the case into Thursday. Your hometown forecast shows that in the afternoon we'll be in the 20s up north with a good chance of snow mainly in northern Minnesota. It should be exiting by the time we get to your afternoon hours with temperatures 35 to 40 down south. That does include you in Lakes Country and most of Otter Tail and Grant counties as well as Traverse County. Thursday, a major storm rips through the Central Plains, and we're talking about a chance of some snow here in the Southern Valley, but most of the heavy snow will be way down to the south. For us, Thursday looks very windy, gusts to 50 miles per hour here. Models still don't agree on snow track for Thursday. We'll keep you posted. Let's take a look at your planning forecast then for the next 7 days. Thursday, well, it looks like 24 degrees, gusty winds to 50 miles per hour, temperatures falling into Friday. Saturday and Sunday look pretty good for the first weekend of spring in those 40s. Stick around, Andrea, into next week. It looks mild as opposed to wild.
Sure does. Thanks,
You
Hutch.
bet.